पूर्ण शिक्षा। साधारण से लगने वाले इस शब्द को अगर समझे तो इसके मायने बहुत बड़े हैं। चलिए आपको लिए चलते हैं एक ऐसे स्कूल में जिसका मकसद, जिसको शुरू करने के पीछे की सोच इसी शब्द के मायने बयां करती है। हम बात कर रहे हैं भारत की राजधानी क्षेत्र के एक शहर रोहतक में स्थित पूर्ण शिक्षा एजुकेशन सोसाइटी की, जो आज 100 से भी ज़्यादा ऐसे बच्चों के सपनों को पंख लगा रहे हैं जिनकी किस्मत ने जिन्हें कचरे के बीच सिर्फ कचरा बीनने के लिए पैदा किया। जी हाँ, झुग्गियों में रहने वाले इन बच्चों ने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि कचरा बीनने के अलावा पढ़ाई भी इनकी दिनचर्या का हिस्सा बन जाएगी। लेकिन कुछ लोगों की सोच कहो या उनकी जिद, आज रोहतक में सफलतापूर्वक ऐसे बच्चों के लिए 2 स्कूल चल रहे हैं। आइए मिलते हैं IIM रोहतक के प्रोफेसर और पूर्ण शिक्षा एजुकेशन सोसाइटी के संस्थापक डॉक्टर वेंकटेश मूर्ति से और जानते हैं इसके बारे में।
One of the things that kept me thinking about an initiative like this was about number of children on the street. You go to any corner of a city or any part of an urban location, you would end up noticing several children roaming around on the streets, or either picking rag or begging around. And such is the condition of our children. Several hundreds of children go through that sort of life. And which was one of the reasons why I wanted to intervene into an area like this and then try and do something that could be meaningful for us as individuals and meaningful to those children who find no way at this point in time. And more so, there was an interesting concept called homeless football. That's an interesting concept which is quite popular in parts of Africa. And I went through that case, and these guys, interestingly, bring in children from destitute families and then bring them together and then train them in football and take them across different countries and conduct competitions. And which is one of the reasons it seems they have been gaining certain skills which are quite important as far as life skills are concerned. And having learned a couple of these things, and prior to that my exposure to an area or a field like this in parts of Kandla and Alang in Gujarat region made me jump into it. I really took a long time before I decided on getting into it, and in fact I must say support came in from all different corners, from students of IIM Rohtak, from people of Rohtak city, and my own colleagues at IIM Rohtak, and people from all over the world supported me, and which is how it has become an organization today.
Okay. So what problems did you face during this journey?
Problems, I do not call them problems, rather I call them big lessons learned throughout the journey. One of the big lessons has been that what really goes in admitting children into general government schools and holding these children back in these schools. And I was pretty naive and did not really know exactly how this entire dynamics work right at the ground. And when we tried our children, trained our children for quite some time, and we chose to put them back into school and then try and see whether they would like to be part of the mainstream schooling. It looked like it was going to be a successful model for quite some time. We were very optimistic about that. But after a point, we came to realize that this is not going to work. But children kept complaining about their very ability to get along with the rest of the children. And at the same time, teachers also kept saying things which kind of did not really go well with the children of this group, which were primarily outside the mainstream society. And in a way, factors, both push and pull factors, kept these children once again outside the school system, and which again made us feel extremely convinced that an alternative education system is an answer to counter a problem like this, and which rather gave us more confidence to go ahead and then continue to work with organizations like Purna Shiksha and then build it as strong as possible going from now.
Okay. At this time now, so what are the challenges before you to run this society?
There are several challenges. One being how to raise resources, mostly financial resources. Our imagination is to reach out to almost every child in the city of Rohtak who is outside the schooling system, who is not able to participate in the mainstream school. And if I can give you a rough estimation of it, there are at least about 500 children from all different walks of life, encompassing families who are into rag picking, families who are into construction work, families who are into domestic help, and so on and so forth. At this point in time, we are constrained with resources, and which is why we have limited ourselves to two different regions with this population size of about 50 to 60. And we indeed want to go beyond this and then reach out to as many children as possible. At this point in time, we have bootstrapped and put in all our resources. The board members of Purna Shiksha have put in their resources. And going from now, we would really like to have more people coming in, participating in, and then giving us resources. That's one of the challenges. The other big challenge being volunteers. We really want to build a cadre of volunteers who would contribute to the skill development of children by imparting the knowledge that they want. Maybe there may be someone with special skills in music, special skills in dance, special skills in craft and things like that. We want these different set of people to come in and then work with Purna Shiksha. That's something that we have not been able to do in a way we thought about doing, but we are hoping to get as close as possible to the aspired level of achievement in terms of getting better people into the system. Yeah.
So, what is your next level of or next step of this?
The next step of the organization, this is what I imagine, and a couple of my team members also kind of tend to think in the same line. That's about having a big bus, right? A good bus, and designing that bus or converting that bus into a smart classroom, and drive that bus down to an area where a large chunk of children are out of the classroom, and then bring those children into the bus and provide them education in a very structured education over 2 years of time. So that's what our curriculum at this point in time is about. So, and then spend about 3 hours in each pocket. In a day, we would like to go at least across 4 different destinations, reach out to at least 50 to 60 children at each destination. And that is one way where we can eliminate the physical distance between the children and where we run our school. And instead of children coming all the way searching for Purna Shiksha, we would rather like to reach out to them and go down to where they are and deliver a learning material, sort of create a learning atmosphere for them. This is a future plan, and we would hope to have a donor or a supporter coming in and then supporting us on this particular thing. We would like to design that as quick as possible.
So, if you would like to appeal to general public, then what do you want to say?
I would like to tell people, please come and join Purna Shiksha, contribute in terms of imparting your own skills to children. As a volunteer, you can work with us, and come and join us as a donor, contribute whatever the amount that you could. Every little that you contribute means a lot to us. It's going to add so much value to Purna Shiksha, and that's how we intend to grow year after.